going? It's always the question. You never really know. Oh wait, look, there's that, and then here's the next part. Or so I've been told. Oh, there we go, like that. Back to game. Hey, there we go. Now we're streaming. Now we're streaming live. Right. Yeah, live. Streaming live. Live streaming. Yeah. Okay, live streaming. So yeah, I am here today, just because. I haven't done anything to my world, just so you know. So I thought I would I thought I would try to do something. The problem is that I'm gonna delete chunks, so I can only stay within a few chunks to do what I want to do. So yeah, there's that. Well, okay then. It was inevitable that it would run into itself again. Because of course. Oh my goodness. Like the worst possible timing. Oh. All right. I'm struggling. All right, so that's going nowhere. So sorry, sorry guy, it's not happening. Unless you want to turn. I guess we could do that. Why don't we turn? It'll just be a turn. But then why go out all this way? This is kind of silly. It's like a waste of space. Why even bother turning around? Why not just make a stair right here? Why go all the way out here and all the way over here? I don't know. I'm just like that. I'm lazy. Lazy. So I think this is the end. I think the island ends a little bit past over here. Actually, no, it doesn't. It just turns to beach. And I swore to protect the beaches, so I can't really dig that way, right? Because if I wreck the beaches, then I'm not doing my duty. Sand. See what I mean? Watch, there's got to be a... Well, maybe not yet. I don't know. But I saw... Oh, yeah, right here. See? I was making a hole already. I can't be doing this. Can't be doing it. Can't wreck this. This is Turtle Beach. This is to be unmolested. So, I'm done building. I can't dig in that direction anymore. I have to dig in this direction. And even this direction doesn't have very much space because it ends right here. All this is sand and all this is artificial over there. So, what am I supposed to do? And then this island, even though I wrecked it, I'm gonna delete this chunk so it regenerates. Yay, nice clean island again. I mean, there's a bunch of things here. I don't know if it's gonna is that a structure under there? Oh no, it's a ruined portal underwater. That's cool. An underwater ruined portal. Neato. Oh, I can't fly. It won't let me use my rockets. Come on. Let me fly. There it goes. All right. Is that an Enderman? Oh, I'm in danger of dying. Oh, I died! Holy crap! On some random island. Oh no! Ah! Well, that'll teach me, huh? So I died on some random island. Holy crap! Where did I go, dude? I don't remember. I was over here. Okay. And when I get back, there's gonna be an angry Enderman over there. So I need to like have gear. That's enough. That's enough gear. Oh, I have extra elytra wings, but like I don't need to. I'm gonna go grab the stuff I just lost. Oh, I can't believe it. A diamond sword. A chest. I need a helmet. There. Oh yeah, don't wear these. Don't wear that. So I need a chest. And leggings. Alright, good enough. A boat, and then we're gonna go off. There's no boat over here? Boat. Sailing, sailing. Okay. It was over in this direction that I lost everything. To an Enderman because I lost half my health because I crashed. I didn't like land. I was all being cocky. Ah, my nose. Oh, there. Yeah, see, there's the ruined portal, and there's the island with the Enderman, and there's the burning Enderman. Did he die? And there's all my stuff. All right. Well, that was embarrassing. Here, take all that off and put on that, the wings and the shoes. Okay. Make sure I have everything. The sword. The one pickaxe, the other pickaxe. The bow. I think I do have everything. Let me just arrange this stuff to make sure it's all straight and legit. And it is. Fairly certain it is. Okay. Well, that was embarrassing. Oh, my nose. My goodness. It'd be nice to see the new updates because I want to go building. I want to make a new base. I mean, I'm kind of tired of this one. This is all nice and all, but I want to make a new one. Oh my. Spring is in the air. And yeah, let's hang out the Guardian farm. I'm gonna save the Guardian farm too because it was a lot of work to make. And I'm lazy. I don't like to redo things. So yeah, be my guardian. Be my guardian. Let's see. Pirate 2. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Kelly Bachman. Okay. What if I bought an AR-15 but said it was for an abortion? Could we make it hard to access then? You get it? Because Republicans, they hate anything that has to do with women's health or reproduction because Republicans hate women. So I'm being a joke explainer now. So the joke here is that if you make AR-15s an essential part of reproductive health, the Republicans will do the work for you, and they will ban AR-15s. But Kelly Bachman, everyone, she's great. Give her a job. Yeah, if you're in New York City. Okay, what's the other thing I want to show you? This mother effer, Tucker Carlson. You literally cannot believe the facts Tucker Carlson tells you. So say Fox's lawyers. What? September of 2020. This is an old article. This is old news. You can't expect to literally believe the words that come out of Carlson's mouth. And that assertion is not coming from Carlson's critics. It's being made by a federal judge in the Southern District of New York and by Fox News' own lawyers in defending Carlson against accusations of slander. It worked, by the way. Just to read U.S. District Judge Mary Kay Vishkokil's opinion, leaning heavily on the arguments of Fox's lawyers. The general tenor of the show should then inform a viewer that Carlson is not stating actual facts about the topics he discusses and is instead engaging in exaggeration and non-literary commentary. She wrote, Fox persuasively argues that given Mr. Carlson's reputation, any reasonable viewers arrive with an appropriate amount of skepticism about the statements he makes. So what the judge is saying and what Tucker Carlson is saying is that, like, you should know better than to believe anything Tucker Carlson says. It's obvious that what Tucker Carlson is saying is not valid or true. It's obvious. That's what the judge says. So you can't sue Tucker Carlson for slander because nothing he said is supposed to be taken as truth. So guess what? Sidney Powell makes the same argument. So Sidney Powell, she's Trump's lawyer. Sidney Powell has been saying a bunch of lies about Dominion. It's a voting company, a voting machine company. She said that Dominion made a bunch of fraud, and that was a lie, right? Sidney Powell, a pro-Trump lawyer who spread baseless claims of election fraud, you know, she tried to get them dismissed because she argues that no reasonable person would conclude that her accusations, Sidney Powell's accusations, were actually true. She's saying no reasonable person would actually believe Sidney Powell when Sidney Powell says that Dominion voting systems engaged in fraud. So, but that's what she said. So Dominion sued Sidney Powell for defamation over her conspiracy theories. And Sidney Powell's defense is the same defense as Tucker Carlson. No reasonable person would believe that anything they say is true. Do you see a problem here? Here, I just thought of it. What is Tucker Carlson? What is the size of Tucker Carlson's audience? Let's see. What is it? This is snip. Will it work if I snip? Or do you have to do a, I guess, snip and sketch? Yeah. Okay. Watch this. Ta-da! Okay. Here. Let me adjust it here. Fox's News second quarter ratings. Tucker Carlson. Here, this one. Tucker Carlson, average 4.33 million viewers. 4.33 million viewers he's talking to. And none of these people are supposed to believe that anything Tucker Carlson says is true. That is what Tucker Carlson is arguing. Isn't that dumb? Isn't that crazy? Like, I hear that all the time. I hear nonsense that Tucker Carlson says repeated by right-wing people all the time. Are we to think that those right-wing people that listen to Tucker Carlson are not reasonable? I don't want to say anything negative about anyone. I'm just saying, Tucker Carlson says that nothing he says is to be believed. So ask the 4.33 million viewers of Tucker Carlson if they believe that nothing he says is to be believed. Hey, I want to show you something. So we like, okay, a racist white supremacist murdered a bunch of Asian people, like just the other day in Atlanta. And then another crazy person, a person who was truly crazy, who was truly schizophrenic, who truly had mental problems, who truly was not able to distinguish reality, went on a killing spree and killed 10 people in Boulder, Colorado. I told you earlier that the number one export of the United States is weapons, arms. The United States literally exports war to the world. Do you want to see what that looks like? Let me show you. Look at all those guns. The green goes to Europe. The purple go to the Middle East. The pink goes to Asia. The teal goes to Australia, and the light purple goes to Africa, and the yellow goes to South America, and the red goes to Canada. It must go to the United States to itself. So we're about almost halfway through. Oh yeah, no, it was Canada, and you know now it's slowing. It's slowing down a lot to Canada. I don't know what happened to Canada. Maybe they just stopped, and then they started again. Yep. Look at those crazy weapons. Every one of those weapons is made to kill a human being, made to end the life of a human being. And the United States is the #1 exporter of these devices. Here, I'm in the way. You can't even see all the things. Here, let me move me. I can't fit it in. It won't fit. Doesn't fit. That's the best I'm gonna do. But oh, we're almost at the end. Almost at the end of the video. Like that's absurd. Look how many guns are pumped out of the United States. And we wonder why the world is so messed up. Guns, 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 guns. I have this other bunch of things. I've already talked about these guns. Like that's how dumb it is. What is Oklahoma doing in here? Oh, this is Pirate 2. Guns. Yeah, here. Okay, here we go. Ba-ba-ba! Homicides by firearm per 1 million people. Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Austria, Denmark, Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, Ireland, Canada, Luxembourg, Belgium, Switzerland, which has legal firearms, like everywhere. The United States. What? Dog, that's crazy. That is not right. Something is wrong when it looks like that. Something is wrong. It's the same thing. Americans own a ridiculous number of guns. The population of Americans are only 4.43% of the whole world. But they own almost half the guns, 42% of the guns. 4% of the world's population owns 42% of the guns. That's how crazy the United States is with guns. So here, let's look at this plot chart. Right on this side, you have gun-related deaths per 100,000 people, and at the bottom axis, you have guns per 100 people. So that means the bottom means more guns going this way, and this way means how many people died of guns going up. Okay, so the trend, right, seems to be the more guns in a country, the more people die to guns in a country. The more guns in the country, the more people die to guns in that country. Argentina, a bit of an outlier. Bit weird, right? Bit weird. That's okay. Cyprus, look how cool they are. They got tons of guns, not a lot of shooting. All right. But the general trend is the more guns you have, the more people are going to die to guns. And then you have the United States, which has by far the most guns and by far the most people dying to those guns. Do you not see this? It is blatantly obvious. How can you not see it? It's like it's just there. It's kicking you in the face. Is what it's doing. It's just pop 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 in the head. That's what it's doing. Okay. Okay. So Sugiwa nan desu ka? Guns, 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 guns. Look at this chart. Oh man, here. Let me fix this. Do. Hey, what? Oh, I got this other thing open back there. Okay. Here we go. So, partisan gap in views of concealed carry is among the widest on gun policy proposals. Why is it open in this program? Dude, open it in something else. Open with... Snip. I like that program. Let's see. App settings. Add add-ons down. What? No. So I can't really open it with this app because it's not really load. So I have to try something else then. Oh, there we go. Hey. So what is that thing? What is WebP? No, go back. What? Uh-oh. Dude, I'm trying to get Windows 10 to do this thing for me, and it's not letting me. Like, I want to open this thing with Snip and Sketch by default, but it won't let me. So I have to like do it the hard way. It doesn't want to. File save as a JPEG. I'm having the hardest time here, guys. I'm working on it. Working on it. Producing the show as you're like in it is hard. There, that's what I want to do. Okay. Partisan gap. This is rep leaning and that's dem leaning. Red is rep and blue is dem. So preventing the mentally ill from purchasing guns, which is the thing that happened in Boulder, Colorado. A mentally ill person with schizophrenia bought a gun and killed people. Look at that. They're the same. There's no difference between Republicans and Democrats. Both parties agree. Mentally ill people ought not to purchase guns. Why do we not have legislation to stop this from happening? Oh, that's right. Republicans filibuster. Republican politicians will filibuster any legislation regarding gun control. That's right. So, barring gun purchases by people on no-fly or watch lists, both parties agree, yo, guys, let's do this. But yet it hasn't happened. Why hasn't it happened yet? Why hasn't it happened yet? Oh, that's right, because Republican politicians filibuster it every time. Okay, background checks for private sales at gun shows. Like, a majority of Republicans are for it, and a majority of Democrats are for it. Why hasn't it happened? Republican politicians filibuster. Look, a majority of people want to ban assault rifles. Why hasn't it happened? Republicans in Congress. Creating a federal database to track gun sales. Majority of people support it. Why hasn't it happened? Republicans in Congress. High capacity magazines. Well, sorry guys. a majority of Democrats support it. Almost a majority support banning high capacity magazines. Okay. But these proposals don't work, right? Allowing concealed carry in more places. More guns does not make you more safe. But Republicans want to do that. Why? Why? It doesn't help. Do you want more people to be dead? Because that's what you do if you want more dead people, right? Allowing teachers and officials to carry guns in schools. A majority of Republicans support that. Why? It doesn't help anything. It means more dead people. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't understand. Jeez. Shortening waiting periods for buying guns legally. Like, a majority of people want that. Like, big deal if it takes you a while to buy a gun. It's a gun. Holy crap. Like, jeez. Like, that's the thing I don't understand. Republicans have some kind of attachment to firearms, and I think it has to do with white supremacy. That there's some aspect of owning a firearm that's tied to white supremacy, and that's why white supremacists seem to be all about it. They all want to protect firearms. Oh, it's still there. How, oh, it's here. Okay. So I think there's got to be a element of white supremacy that has to do with it. Let's see. Okay. Anyways. Ooh, I've got a viewer. I've got a viewer here. Did the viewer say anything? I haven't even seen. No. But hey, that's cool. Someone's actually watching me. That's not me. I think. Okay. So yeah, you come down here, right? Let's look at our chart here. We have two models of society, right? We have the model of society based on white supremacy. When you have a rule based on power, then you have fascism, white supremacy, rule of power, and your society is shaped like a pyramid. And part of society is underground, so that they never benefit from any of the elements of society. And the majority of them are underground. They're underground. And this here is the law. So under rule of power, you have a big chunk of people who are above the law. They are higher than the law. So they can do whatever they want. Well, and they don't care what the law says. But ideally, what we want is this here, the shape of society to be like this. This is democracy, human rights, rule of law, where everyone is equal before the law. Now, when you have a country where everyone keeps getting killed in mass murders, do you think we have a society like this or a society like this? The majority of Americans want common sense gun control, and yet we don't have it. Why is that? So, half hour. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This ain't usual for me. Zombies, oh my, that's a lot of creatures down there. So yeah. All right, what else we got going on here? I found out something really exciting today. I found out that Oklahoma is literally Indian country. Oklahoma is like literally Indian country. All the Native Americans were all relocated from where they lived all to Oklahoma. All of them. Look at that. That's absurd. How many Native Americans were moved to Oklahoma? Like a lot of Native Americans were moved. Like this is the Trail of Tears, the Cherokee Trail of Tears. I mean, it's like a forced march. It was a forced march of people to move them from where they lived to a new place. Why? So white people could take their land. So I figured, wow, you got all those people, all those Native Americans all crammed in there, right? I would think with all those people crammed in there that you would have like a great representation of Native Americans. All those native peoples all crammed into one state, right? Oklahoma, me not knowing anything about Oklahoma, I must think that that's got to be like the Native American utopia. That natives run everything since they like all the people got moved there. Like natives like totally control that state, Native Oklahoma. I did a little dive in, right? Oh, the the governor is a Republican. Oh, okay. And look, the Senate is overwhelmingly Republican. And the House is overwhelmingly Republican. And Oklahoma itself is almost dead last for healthcare, almost dead last for education, real bad for economy, about the middle for infrastructure, about the middle for opportunity, the middle for stability, amongst the worst for crime, and pretty bad for natural environment. Like, it's a poorly run state. It's a poorly run state. Of all the states, it's down here toward the bottom. Like, that's Oklahoma for you. So I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. If Oklahoma has all these Native American tribes living inside of it, how is it that they're ruled by Republicans who are a white supremacy party? How is it that the state comprised entirely of Native Americans? I mean, look at that. They had entire tribes. All the tribes were relocated to Oklahoma. How is it that they don't completely control that state? Instead, it's controlled by white supremacists by a lot. Like, holy crap, by a lot. Like, it's absurd. There's got to be some awful shenanigans going on in Oklahoma. Like, because I am not joking. That ought to be a state of non-stop native culture and native, like, expression everywhere. With all those native tribes there, it should be like native, like Disneyland. I don't understand how Republicans could have a death hold on it and be killing the nation, the state. White supremacists control the state that where all the Native Americans moved to. I mean, that just sounds like insane. That sounds genocidal. It's like you're trying to kill their culture. I mean, each tribe should have its own TV station playing non-stop native culture content, non-stop. It should be paid for by the government, for sure. That like, I can't believe that. I can't believe it. It should be paid for by the government. Non-stop native. Here, this is what you got to look at. Non-stop native culture, broadcasting. It just blows my mind that a state with so many of our Native Americans are ruled by white supremacists. New York Times estimates wealthy Americans are refusing to pay $1.4 trillion in uncollected taxes. The New York Times editorial board on Sunday laid out a plan for how the U.S. could recover $1.4 trillion in taxes that would otherwise go uncollected. The Times op-ed notes the W-2 reporting system has largely prevented American workers from lying to the federal government about their income, while there's been no comparable system for verifying income from businesses. So American poor workers are getting shafted. They have to report their real taxes, but businesses can cheat all they want. Less than half of all income that is not subject to third-party verification gets reported to the agency. Meanwhile, more than 95% of wage income is reported. So workers, poor people, not rich people, we make our money through wages, through working. But rich businessmen make their money from income that is not subject to third-party verification. So the richer you are, the less you pay in taxes. They engage in blatant fraud at public expense. So the solution is to create a third-party verification system for business income. I mean, if you want to get Medicare for everyone, you got to fund it. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Tucker's a jerk. 10 days ago, Boulder's assault weapons ban overturned by a judge. 6 days ago, suspect purchases assault weapon. 1 day ago, suspect kills 10 people at a grocery store. So 4 days after the ban on assault rifles is overturned by a judge in Colorado, a mentally ill man goes and buys one and then goes on to murder 10 people. But white supremacists don't want to get rid of guns. They don't want any regulation. White supremacists don't want any regulation. No way to prevent this, says only nation where this happens regularly. We're the only place where this happens. The only place. We know what to do. We know how to fix it. But there are a bunch of white supremacists, a bunch of Nazis who don't want us to fix it. Ask yourself why. Why do white supremacists not want to fix the gun problem? Ask yourself why. These pigs just never stop falling. Look at that. All right. Yeah, if you were relying on me for planning for like social protests, that was a bad idea. I'm not a planner. I don't organize these things. But I recognize when there are dangerous situations. And there's an event coming up this weekend at the Capitol that's being heavily advertised by both sides of by Nazis and by I guess Antifa. It's being advertised by both sides. Like, I'm not into fighting. I don't know. I'm not gonna go to that. I got like I don't feel safe there. I got no friends there. So but if you were relying on me for planning, I'm sorry. I never agreed to that. No one called me for anything. Alrighty then. What's this last one? During the satanic panic of the 80s, there was a paranoid worry that Dungeons and Dragons players would get so wrapped up in their role-playing that they'd detach from reality and kill themselves and others. That's basically what happened to some QAnon followers, but for real. Yeah, they went and tried to overthrow the government. Oh, man. We must execute Donald Trump if he's guilty of treason. We must execute Donald Trump if he's guilty of treason. execute Donald Trump. If he is guilty of treason, we must execute Donald Trump. If he's guilty of treason. Yeah. All right. I will catch y'all later. Peace.